Hey, good afternoon, everybody, for a second time on this Thursday. I'm two-man Advantage's Kevin McShan, and I wanted to hop back on YouTube to talk about my good friend Jerry Jones and the Cowboys' decision to bring Tony Romo back to action for this Sunday's game against the Miami Dolphins. Now, from a marketing perspective, I completely understand why the move was made, why it had to be made, and why it is being made. The Cowboys are the most valuable franchise in all of sports, ladies and gentlemen, and they need to sell the ticket. I totally get it, and Tony Romo gives them the best chance to do that. And Jerry Jones is a shrewd businessman, and he counts every dollar and every cent he makes. I get it completely, but here's the problem. During the 7 weeks Tony was out after the Cowboys started 0-2, started 2-0 rather, and they started 2-0, and they've lost their last 7 games, thanks to a combination of quarterbacks that include Brandon Weeden, who should have never been drafted in the NFL in the first place, but that's another story, and journeyman quarterback Matt Cassel. Okay, the Cowboys have ranked 26th in the league in rushing offense, averaging just under 220 yards a game, and they rank 30th in offense throughout the league in scoring points and averaging just under 18.5 per game. Now, from a competitive standpoint, the Cowboys are only 3 games out of first place in the ultra-competitive yet awfully dreadful NFC East division. So from a competitive standpoint, if you want to, from a nitpicking type of a way, and I know I'm going to get hate mail from Cowboys fans that say that they're only 3 games out, but if you look at the totality of the decision, and from, as I mentioned before, from a marketing perspective, you can get why this had to be done, okay? I get that, and Tony Romo could have Jerry Jones suck his baby thumb all he wants. He loves that guy. I get all of that, and I also get Cowboys fans wanting to still see if they can run the table and go 9-7, which I don't see happening because they have to play 2 games in 5 days, which is also interesting from the perspective of how is Tony Romo going to hold up from a health perspective. So you have to wonder about that. Miami's defense is playing better. They found a way to win the game against the Eagles last week. So they'll be riding high as they return home for a home game, the first or the second rather, under interim head coach Dan Campbell. So when we look at the Cowboys, just to recap, I don't think it from a competitive standpoint, the Cowboys have much chance of coming back and being relevant this season. And for that reason, I would protect the investment that Jerry Jones made. He certainly has made an investment in Romo, giving him over a $100 million contract. And certainly when you look at what Brandon Weeden and Matt Cassel did during their stints as quarterback, they had more interceptions than touchdowns, which tells you all you need to know. And certainly the Cowboys have been semi-competitive in these games without Romo, but they haven't won any of them. And the offense has struggled, obviously, without a bona fide quarterback. So, case in point, if you want to know why you need a quarterback in the NFL to win, all you have to do is look at the last 7 weeks of offensive football for the Cowboys, and you'll see why, okay? So, again, I just don't think this is a smart decision from a competitive standpoint. I get why it has to be done. I don't necessarily agree as to why it has to be done. But when we look at the totality of the decision, it's Jerry Jones, and who, by the way, as long as he owns the Cowboys, I don't think they'll win another championship just based off some of the moves he's made. Greg Hardy, his suspension being reduced from 10 to 4 games for domestic violence. I still don't get that, but I believe in second chances. But and Jerry Jones has had a propensity to give troubled players in the past second chances. So it is a move that he would make just based on his past history. But I don't think that Tony Romo will be the savior that everybody hopes he will be in Dallas. So do me a favor, guys. Tell me what you thought of this video. Feel free to comment, subscribe, and we're really excited about this new Google Hangout section that we've created at 2MA Sports, and a new section where I give you daily and weekly updates on my opinion on everything sports. So tell me, Cowboys Nation, how I did, and we'll see you next time, everybody. Thanks for watching. So now.